What's up, guys? And today, this is a full guide to chess. Gary Kasparov style here. You don't know who Gary Kasparov is. He was the best chess player in the world. He's dead now, so yeah. Take out all the pieces. Pieces. Feels weird saying that word. Okay, I don't know. Now, the first thing is how the pieces are set up. So, first, take all of your pawns. The pawns look like this. If you are getting ready to play chess and you don't know how to play or you want to play, this is I'm going to teach you in this everything you need to know in one video. The pawns look like this. They go on the second row on your side. So you have this row that's closest to you with nothing on it, and the pawns go in the row in front of that row. Just like this. Then you want to take your rooks. The rooks look like this. And you're going to put them on each end of the row behind the row you put all of your pawns. Like this. And then you're going to want to take your knights, which look like this. And they're going to go right next to the rooks. Like that. And then you want to take your bishops. And they're going to go right next to the knight. Like that. And then you're going to take your queen. And if you were playing with the white pieces, you would put your queen on the white. Whichever color you are playing as, if you're playing black, you would put your queen on the black square. If you were playing white, then you would put your queen on the white square. See these two squares that are left in between these two bishops? Yeah, if you're playing white, you would put the queen on white. If you were playing black, you would put the queen on black. And the king always goes with the opposite color that you were playing. So I'm going to put the queen on the white. And then take the king and put it right in between the queen and the bishop. On the last space you have in those two rows. And then your friend you are playing with, since I might need the other pieces and the other side to set up to do a guide to chess, I think I'm just going to quickly set up the black pieces. And if a pawn might look like this, if something looks like this, it's a pawn because there might be a problem with the manufacturing when they were made. Why do my pawns keep moving? Okay, now I'm going to tell you how the pieces move. So the knight can go in any direction, in an L, and it is the only piece that can jump pieces. So it can go 2 spaces forward or to the side, and then right or left. So basically, for an example, pretend my knight was here. I could move it 1, 2, and then to the side like that. I can move it 1, 2, and to the side like that. I could move it 1, 2, and if this pawn was moved right here to the side, and I can move it 1, 2, over to the side like this. And it could go to this, like that. So it could go 2 spaces to the side, or it could go 2 spaces in front. It could go 2 spaces forward. Go 2 spaces left. It could go 2 spaces. It could go 2 spaces right. It could go 2 spaces right. It could go 2 spaces left. It could go 2 spaces forward. It could go 2 spaces backwards, and then go 1 square to the right or left. And that's how knight moves. And it is the only piece that can jump over another piece. It's the only piece that can jump over another piece. Now that I've taught you how the knights move, you do the same with both knights. I'm going to take the knights off the board. Oh wait, let me teach you and now I'm going to teach you how the pawns move. So basically, on the first time any pawn moves from one of these squares right here, it can go 2 spaces. But then once it leaves this row right here, it can only go 1 space forward, and it only kills pieces by going in a diagonal, right or left. And the pawn cannot go backwards. So the first time any pawn moves from this row, it can go 2 spaces like that. But then after that, after it leaves there, it can only move 1. And it attacks, pretend my pawn was here. It attacks in a diagonal like this. It attacks in a diagonal, right or left. And it cannot do this or this. The pawn does not go backwards. And so that is how a pawn moves. Now I'm going to take these pawns off the board. And I'll teach you more about killing pieces later. And then the rook moves to the right, left, front. Wait. And also with the pawns can only move 1 space, except for the first time it goes. And the knight can only move 2 spaces, and then to the side like an L. Okay, pretend my rook was here. It could go to the right, left, forward, or backwards, as many squares as you want it to go. So it could go like, it could go forward, it could go backwards, it could go to the right, it could go to the left. And the pawns cannot jump pieces, just so you know. The pawns cannot jump pieces. That is how a rook moves. Like forward, to the left, to the right, backwards, as many squares as you want it to go. And the queen moves in any direction, as many squares as you want it to go. So yeah, queen is the most powerful one. The queen can move in any direction, as many squares as you want it to go. There's a lot more I have to teach you, just so you know. I don't think this is coming to an end, because there's a lot I have to teach you in this video. I've been playing chess for 2 months, and I already know all this. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can take a rook over. It's just easier if I take the pieces I already taught you about off the board, if you know what I mean. And the bishop can move. And the bishop can move diagonally any way it wants. But the twist is, if the bishop starts on a white square on this row, then it can only go diagonally any direction on a white square. So like the bishop can't be like here and then randomly just jump to a black square and then don't go diagonal on a black square. If the bishop starts on a white square at the beginning of the game, it can only go diagonal any direction on the white square. And that's the same if it starts on the black square. If it starts on the black square at the beginning of the game, it can only go diagonally any direction on the black square. It can go that, like that, like that, any direction. It can go diagonally any direction. As many squares as you want it to go. Diagonally, any direction, as many squares as you want it to go. And the bishop cannot jump pieces. Only the knight can do that. And it's all the same with the black bishop. And the king. The king can move as many squares as not as many squares. It can move in any direction, but only one square. In any direction, but only one square. So if it was here, it could go. It can move in any direction, but only one square. And now killing the pieces. Like I told you, you can kill pieces in this game so you can get the other person's pieces out. For example, if this pawn was here and this pawn was here, I could go and kill it. So it would lose its pawn. And the pawns can only attack in a diagonal, like I told you. And you know, when a piece is killing another piece, it moves the same way as I told you. If one piece is killing another piece, then it moves the same ways as I told you like 10 seconds ago. The way the pieces move doesn't change when it's killing the pieces. When a piece is killing another piece, it's gonna be the same way it moves. Like a piece won't move a different way if it's killing. If a piece is killing another piece, it'll move in the same directions and do the same things when it's just moving and doing its move, but not killing a piece. Yeah, when the pieces move the same way as when they kill and just are moving. Except for the pawns. The pawns only attack in the diagonal. So you could kill pieces like that. So you could And how do you win? You have to checkmate the king. So basically what checkmate means is if the other person's king is in one spot in the board, but you have your pieces placed around the king. And that means that checkmate means wherever the king goes, your piece will be able to take it out, or be able to kill it. Like check for example, this person's king was here, yeah? Yeah. I could make it like this. Where no matter where it moves, it's gonna like look here. This is checkmate. Right here. The king goes here, it gets taken out by him. Or this guy. The king goes here. Oh, he's right there. So basically, I'm just going to tell you what checkmate means. Checkmate means if the other person's king, if you're checkmate, this is what it means if you're checkmating the other person's king, not if you're getting checkmated. So it means that if the other person's king is in a spot where no matter where it moves, one of your pieces can kill it. So it can't go anywhere. Like, well, no matter where the king goes, it'll get killed by one of your pieces. If you're in checkmate, then that means that your king is in a spot where no matter where it moves, the other person's pieces will be able to kill it. So that's why you have to be careful when you're doing your moves. And the pieces cannot go in two directions in one move. Only the knight can. Because it can go in the L, it can only go to the knight is the only piece that can jump, and that can go in two directions in one move. But all the other pieces can only go one direction in one move. And another rule in chess is that if you've lost a piece, for example, like let me put all the pieces back on the board. Let me put all of them back. So, for example, if I lost my bishop, my rook, a pawn, actually 2 pawns and the queen. If I lost, this is an example, if I lost my bishop, queen, pawn, another pawn, and this pawn was here, and this bishop was, that pawn was there, this bishop was here. This is just an example. And I was just moving my pawn each move, and this person didn't see that they could take me out with this pawn. And I was able to continue going. And then if I got to the other side, like so you can see. See, I got my pawn to the other side. Pretend they had their pieces lost. These pretend we were playing, and the board looked like this. I had these pieces lost. And my pawn made it over here to this side. The pawn that I would be able to go over here to my lost pieces and pick one. For example, if I pick the queen, I could put my queen back in the place where that pawn was. See here? I make my pawn to the other side. I get my pawn out, and I get my queen back. If you get your pawn to the other side of the board, then that means you can pick one of the pieces that you lost and bring it back into the game and put it in the spot that your pawn was. So yeah, if I made my pawn here, then I could put my queen. But the thing is that when you put your queen back, you have to take away your pawn. And you have to put the piece you're bringing back in the spot that your pawn was. You have to put the queen, whatever piece you pick to bring back, you have to put it in the spot that the pawn was on the other side. And that only works with pawns. Yeah, so now I'm going to put this all back together. And I have one more thing to show you. Castling. Castling is another defensive move that you can do in chess. The board look like this. This is how you castle. I think it is. I don't know how you castle. Yeah, I don't know how you castle. I've been playing for 2 months. I don't know specifically what you do to castle. But there's something called castling in chess. Just look it up. Find another way to learn how to castle. I don't know how to castle. I know how to play chess, but I don't know. One of the only things I don't know about chess is how to castle. Just look it up and find out how to castle yourself. Last thing, winning the game. Like I said, you can either take out all of the, actually no, you can't do that. Never mind, you have to just checkmate the king. That was have you learned something, guys? I hope you have. Because I spent 23 minutes of my spring break, and so I spent 23 minutes of my spring break doing this with you guys. 11-day spring break, and I only used 23. Okay, but I hope you learned something, because it was exhausting doing this video. But I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I need to teach you? I don't think so. Oh, one last thing. Who's ever played white goes first. Whoever is playing with the white pieces goes first. Okay, now I am going to clean this up. I'm hoping to make some of the best content over spring break. Oh, and I'm going to Hershey Park over spring break. I'm going to Hershey Park. And we're going to be making some epic content there. I want to do this. I haven't asked my mom yet, but I'm going to ask my mom if I can do this, if we can do this. Maybe. I'm literally crying as I'm saying this right now. Just tears are dropping out of my eyes. I'm not even sad. It's just tears that drop out of my eyes when I'm about to say something scary. Go to Transylvania in Romania. Go to Romania. Go to Transylvania. Transylvania is a 7-hour drive away, and go to the world's most haunted forest. I don't know if I'm doing that. I probably won't, honestly. I don't know. Probably not. I know I'm going to Hershey Park. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. It's just something I want to do. When I go to Hershey Park, I'm going to make some epic content. Epic videos for you guys. Yeah. Guys, I have something for you. 1 second. Let me get the news. This is kind of, I honestly, I'm kind of sad about this. I will never, ever be using this camera again. Never. I can't with it. You know why? I was just going to explain to you guys why. Oh, okay. I'm going to clean the chest, then I'm going to explain to you guys why I'm never using this camera again. Leave that to the side. I don't know why. It just feels really nice being in my house. Just being inside my house. It's sad to talk about this. It is. This is a bad camera. It's not trash. It's not a trash camera. It's just bad. It's just bad, okay? It's not completely the reason why I'm not using it. It's because that, don't you see, like, if you've watched any of my videos made with my camera, you've probably noticed this. I think I have like maybe 3 or 4 videos made with my camera. But like, I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. I just forgot. Oh yeah, that on the top of the screen when you watch the video made with the camera, there's like, it says something and there's like a symbol, I don't know what it is. There's like something up in the corner of the screen. I just want it to be a plain screen so no one can watch it. The sound is so staticky. When I talk, the sound is so staticky in here. It really is staticky. And but I can't do videos like that. And it's always shaking, and I can't do large activities and stuff like that with it. I just can't. I just can't use this anymore. I wanted a camera I could use. All of the good ones and all of the ones that might work are really expensive, and I can't afford that. I cannot afford that. I can't afford another camera. My mom can't afford another camera. Well, she can, but I'm not getting another camera. Okay, like, one reason all of the ones that are cheaper, like under $80, or like under $85, are gonna be like this. They're gonna be bad cameras. I need a perfect camera that I can use. I can't afford like another camera. My mom can afford a new camera, but I don't want her to have to get another one, and I don't want to get another one, and I can't afford another camera. But it would be nice to have a nice camera that works, but it's too expensive. The good ones are like at least $150, honestly. There's one that I saw that might work, but I'm just gonna continue making videos with this. This is good for going out in places that you don't need internet and filming, but the sound is so staticky, I can't with it anymore. So, and I need internet to film with this iPad, but my mom can just give me MDT, which is an internet thing that gives me internet in places that don't have just internet. So yeah, I can just do that. I feel like I have so much camera gear and now it's all useless. Like, let me show you. Like, I'm just gonna continue with this iPad. Honestly, the quality of the video is better. The camera. There's this camera case right here. The camera charger. The microphone. I got this microphone here to fix the staticky sound of the camera, but that doesn't work. Why does it? This is all camera stuff. Like, have the little holding tripod, the remote, SD card. Some of this came in a kit with a camera, but some of it was separate. Now I have this stuff, and it's really just useless. Like, same with this tripod. This tripod. But it's fun. I honestly kind of feel better with just filming with my iPad. I would also like it if I had it. I don't think I want to get a new one. I mean, I got a new. I don't know. I don't really know. But like, I can't afford another camera. I can't afford it. I can't. Well, okay, but I'm not gonna get the one. I know I've said that a million times. But... Okay, enough with the camera. I hope you learned something from that. You first of all learned why I'm not using the camera, and you know, kind of sad it kind of is. But and also, I hope you learned a lot about chess and how to play it. See you in the next video. Peace!